Listen, I don't know if this is what was intended when they created social media, but I'm convinced that this is now what it is. Social media, especially TikTok, is essentially just a public humiliation platform for men. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it. So, as I said in the intro, I think TikTok and most social media platforms have now become women's online therapist, a way of essentially emasculating and humiliating men publicly in any way, shape, or form they see fit. So, with that being said, let's check out today's video. Why what?
When men. How ridiculous. So you're upset with that man to the point where you film him to post him online to try and shame him, and all for what? For sitting in a different aisle than you, a few seats over? I'm sorry.
So that's what the problem was, the fact that he was sat somewhat near to her. I wish he'd just sat on her lap, to be honest.
Does he try to talk to you? Does he try to hit on you? Watching this video, it seems he doesn't even look at you. But no, you want to be a victim so bad, which you're not, just to get some likes and attention at his expense and show off how much you hate men for simply existing. I'm sorry, you don't own the airport. You don't get to tell anybody, man or woman, where they get to sit. So, Kayla Dawn Davis, you need to do better. Mind your own business.
We love Joey Swole. It's true though, at the end of the day, like, you will see these women. I just reacted to another video recently from the Think Before You Sleep channel, and he shows this video of this like transgender man who's like, I just got catcalled twice on this walk. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. People want to go online and, you know, women and apparently trans people as well want to virtue signal to everyone else. Look, other people find me attractive, so I'm attractive. Like, this is some kind of twisted and morphed dating strategy that women have adopted where they paint themselves as victims, the whole damsel in distress idea, thinking that it's going to make another man, the man they desire, want to come and save them. But it doesn't work because it's so obvious that that's not what's happening. Like, she's making it out like this dude has sat near her because she's so attractive and he's going to try like hitting her up and talking to her. And it's like, no, he's just sat down and you're invisible to him and you're not as attractive as you think you are. So this mating strategy that you're going for is working really badly. Either that or you literally just want to humiliate a man for existing, in which case, like, you're a dark person. You're a very evil person.
A man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's good money. But for my specific life goals, at 24, with plenty of options and
plenty of options. No. Okay, I was just checking that you guys didn't believe her either. Neither do I.
Plenty of options for what?
For dating.
And that means, man, the way you're talking is like you say you got a lot of options, but not for the kind and caliber man you're talking about, not that kind of money. You may have a lot of options for dudes making, you know, average money, but not for no man talking about $300,000-$400,000 a year. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Exactly. If you did, you wouldn't be on here complaining about it.
Out here in Atlanta.
Well, like I said, for my life goals, a man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's cool.
That's cool. Does she understand how crazy that is? The average salary in the UK and the States is like $30K a year. Like, you are already asking for the top 1% of the 1%. That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
That's good money, but that's
phenomenal money. That's not just good money. That's phenomenal money.
Not enough money for me to say, I'm stopping what I'm doing and only your cares matter. What I want to do for my family, what my goals are.
This is a single woman.
So why don't you go and do that then? Why don't you go and make that money then? If you're a strong, independent woman.
This is a dead woman walking. The thing is, you're going to have to do all that because your attitude, your masculine energy is going to make sure you got to take care of yourself, because the man who has more money, or what you're talking about, won't even deal with you.
Have you heard of the man versus bear thought experiment?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
And I, too, would choose the bear.
Oh, it just, it just hurts at this point. It just hurts at this point. The stupidity. How can you be... How... This just shows you the power of the sisterhood, right? How can you be that dumb to come online and say something you know to be ridiculous, but say it just because, well, all the other girls are saying it. I'm not going to be the one who doesn't. It's that age-old question when your parents say to you, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you? Women will go, yeah.
Okay, so for our male listeners, set this up. What is this thought experiment?
So you can put any woman in your life, like, in the scenario. Okay. It's like, because you can even ask a man, like, if it was your daughter who was in the woods, would you want her alone in the woods with a bear or with a man?
Yeah, and what do women say?
Always they will pick the bear.
I'd pick the man.
Always?
My algorithm might know me, but I have not seen one of the TikToks where someone...
Because all the women on TikTok are crazy.
Picks the man.
Okay, so take me through the reasoning. Why is that?
Well, I guess like with a bear, you know what to expect. And and it's like what it wants is very clear and it feels a little easier to navigate.
Oh my gosh. I'm beyond words. I'm beyond words at this point.
And all bears are pretty much the same. With a man.
I thought all men were the same. Huh? Isn't that what you guys have been claiming this? I thought all men were the same. Now they're not, huh?
And it could be anything. And you don't know what to expect. And you don't know the worst case with a man feels potentially worse than the worst case with a bear. Is that like, which sounds bananas.
At least she knows. Yeah, you sound crazy. Honestly, you guys send me this stuff and I genuinely don't even know what to say at this point. I don't know what to say at this point. Like, what am I supposed to say to this? Women are crazy. These women act like they never speak to a man in public, and it's just completely false. It's completely false. What happened to me recently, I was at a petrol station and I had a light come on for engine oil. Now, obviously, I'm a woman, so we're pretty useless at these things. I am, anyway. Because I have a dad. I'm sorry. That was rude. But, yeah, I've never changed the oil in my car. Never had to, because I have a great dad. And every time it's come up, I've asked him to do it and he does it for me. And I respect him for that. Anyway, so I was already quite far from home. So calling dad wasn't really an option. And I think he might have been a football match or something as well. Anyway, so the light came on, the engine light came on. And I thought, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where exactly the oil goes. I could have figured it out. Obviously, I have Google. I have, a means to figure it out. But I don't hate men. So, the thought of going up to a man and asking for help was just like, oh, I'll do that. Anyway, so I'm also then thinking, like, I have no idea what oil even goes in my car. Like, I don't even know where to begin. And there was this gentleman, he was a HGV driver, which is like a big lorry driver, for those of you who don't know. I don't know if you guys call them HGV drivers in the States. But yeah, this big like lorry, and he was the driver for one of them, which is one of the loneliest jobs in the world. So I also thought like, hey, it'd be good to have a conversation with this guy. He was a similar age to my dad as well. So I went over to him and I said, excuse me. He's like, yeah, you're okay. And I'm like, my car needs oil and I don't know. I don't know how to do it and I don't know what oil my car needs. And bless him, he didn't speak, great English. He was from like one of these Eastern European countries. But, he just gave me such like a funny look. Like it was like he saw like a daughter in me. He was just kind of like, he was like, which car's yours? And I pointed to mine. I said, that one. He said, okay, go into the store and buy, I'm not unreasonable. I'm not going to go, oh, can you go buy it for me? Of course I'm going to buy it. He goes, go buy this oil. He told me the numbers or whatever, which I can't even remember now, that my car needed. So I went and got it. And I came back. This man didn't even like make me do it. He did it for me. And I was saying like how grateful I was. And it turns out that he's also a mechanic. So he knew the kind of oil that my car needed because he's also a mechanic. Like, what are the odds of the person that I asked for help from, also being a mechanic? The point I'm trying to illustrate here is that happens all the time. I've had a similar instance where I've not been able to get the machine that pumps up your tires on your car to work. And I always instinctively know to ask a man for help. So this idea that men are terrifying and that we won't ever go up to them, like, I'm not being funny. Ask a woman. Ask another woman. Like, you just don't. You don't. I've never had a woman come up to me for help and say, excuse me, can you help me with this? Like, for my car or, for my plumbing issue in my house. Like, it just doesn't happen. I don't know another woman that it's happened to either. I also don't know a single woman that would ask another woman for help with those issues, because we know that men know that stuff. Like, we know that men know things that we don't. And for the most part, we have respect for that. But these modern women will go on TikTok and platforms like this and say, oh, no, I'd ask a woman. No, you wouldn't. I don't know a single woman that's ever been asked for help with that stuff. That's not sexist. Like, it's just a matter of respect. The men know this stuff because they've always known this stuff, and the knowledge has been passed down through generations and through their careers that we actively don't choose to do. So just have respect for it. I'm not being funny, but if you're out in the wild, the chances of you surviving are infinitely higher if you're with a man. Infinitely. So this idea of picking the bear, like, just the logic behind it is absolutely ridiculous. We need men to survive. If I didn't ask that man for help that day, I'd still be stuck at that service station now. If I'd have asked a woman for help instead, I'd still be stuck at that service station now, because we'd both be sat there Googling it, watching a bunch of TikToks, trying to figure out how to do it. And you know what we'd probably find? A video of a man telling us how to do it. Like, it's just, I'm so done with it. I'm so over it. It's just so stupid. It's so dumb. And it's not true. These women would not actually pick the bear. Maybe someone should do it just for a laugh.
And who is financially stable. And I know you're broke, but anyways. And also, so many broke people. I know it happens. But also just, someone who can laugh with and have a great time with. Okay, so
she noticed that she was exhibiting her crazy narcissistic ego. So she chose to humble herself and be like, oh, just someone I can have a laugh with. That's not what you actually think. It's also very telling that that's not what you led with. You didn't lead with, I want someone that I can cuddle and have a laugh with. You led with money. So that's what you care about. So at least own it.
So we have all of the popped balloons. So we're going to go down the line and ask a few questions.
Your attitude is disgusting.
do it.
What's your name, age, and why did you pop your balloon? And what do you do for a living?
My name is Justin. I'm 33. I'm a vice president of Shooter Partnership for an economic development firm. And I popped because I think it takes a lot of courage to come on a show like this and to kind of laugh off people's intention when folks are here genuinely. I feel like that's not great. So.
Okay.
Her attitude.
And would he be your type?
No, but I also didn't get anyone's intention. No one actually got a chance to even say anything, so I didn't laugh at anyone's intentions at all.
Your comment while we pop balloons about folks being broke is just not really appreciated, so.
Well, they popped my balloon. It wasn't appreciated on my end either. That's unfortunate.
Tit for tat, tit for tat. Oh, I'm justified. I'm justified in being a total raging... I'm trying to really work on my language. but times like this really call for it. A total raging bitch is justified because you hurt my feelings. It's tit for tat, it's spiteful, and it's childish.
Let's move on.
The reason why I popped it is your petty comment, okay? So you say you want a man financially stable, which is completely understand, but
you're not worthy of a man being financially stable because you don't understand the grit and determination it gets to get there. It takes to get there, sorry. You don't deserve that kind of man because you wouldn't have been the kind of woman to support him when he's broke. Clearly, you've just showed exactly the type of woman that you are.
Because the man popped his balloon and you want to call him broke, I can't do that. Okay? You just got to understand the man, period. Just because...
we heard your comment. You don't have to go too deep.
I wanted to, just like you did on the last episode. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay.
Also, there might be something you could learn. This girl's insufferable.
Let's go ahead and move to the next one.
First, it was just the initial attraction, but yeah, kind of what everybody else said. I kind of did appreciate that comment. That was, in my eyes, kind of corny. You know,
it hurts to be broke. Let's move on.
I guess. I guess.
I've never seen a financially stable person complain about someone saying you should not be broke. Just saying. But let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like I said.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm even going.
Okay, nice. And why did you pop your balloon today?
Comment, calling him broke. That's what it was for me. Because
Okay, and why did you pop your balloon today?
Initially, I was all for it, but I think how you treat other folk, it just got something to say about yourself too.
So there might be better luck next time.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the fact that women think that this is socially acceptable, and they do, because women will only say and do things that they think is socially acceptable. The reason we've got all of these women on OnlyFans is because we've made it socially acceptable. The reason that a woman can come on a show like this and insult all of these men to their faces is because it's socially acceptable. Because this woman will be propped up and defended by the sisterhood. She will be defended for her actions instead of getting called out and being held accountable for behaving like this. No one's going to call her out for being a narcissist. No one's going to call her out for being shallow. They're all going to go, yeah, go girl, you get what you need. You chase that bag. And it's just disgusting. And this is why I often say that my videos are actually tailored towards women, because I am a woman and I understand the responsibility that we women have to each other to encourage women to be better women. This woman is only hurting herself by behaving like this, because no man's going to want to go near that. And also, any girl with any sense is not going to want to be friends with a girl like that, because you've just shown how shallow and how awful as a person you actually are. You only care about materialism and you only care about yourself.
Yeah, imagine being married, asking for a divorce for a specific reason, and then regretting that later. Okay, so there was this woman on TikTok who made a video about her friend. So her and her friend went out recently, and her friend was married for 11 years to a man that she thought they were going to be together forever and ever and ever, because they were just a super cute couple. They had a really good dynamic, and they got along really well and never had crazy issues, right? So but she's now divorced and has been divorced for 3 years. And so she asks her, why did you end up, getting divorced? And she said, well, I am the one who asked for the divorce because I got bored. She said,
Really? Haven't heard that one before. Let me guess. Did she happen to spend a lot of time on TikTok? Did she happen to get everything laid out for her on a plate? Did she happen to get complacent? Did she happen to start surrounding herself with other women who tell her she deserves better? Yeah, consistent pattern.
Relationship got really boring. She was a stay-at-home mom. All he did was work.
Oh my gosh, all he did was provide.
Work. And they were well off. So this guy is putting in a lot of hours and a lot of, work time, so that way they can live the comfortable life they were living, okay? He paying all the bills. So she said she got bored always being home, taking care of the kids and not really having them time or doing spontaneous fun stuff. Well, she would tell him about it and he would try to take her out and try to do stuff, but it just felt like it wasn't enough and it wasn't the same for her that, like it used to be when you're in a fresh relationship. It's been 11 years. Spice it up. You do something. Anyway, so she asked for a divorce. He gave it to her and she's been dating for these past 3 years. And so she asks her, how's it been? How's the dating life been? Okay. And she tells her, honestly, it's been trash. It was fun at first, but now it's not fun because I'm looking for something serious now, and no guys want to take serious. All they want to do is have fun, right? Club, bar, let's go out, let's do this, let's travel, let's do that. It's always go. And that is what she wanted in the beginning, but that's not what she wants now. 3 years later, right? So now she's like, I want to get serious with someone, and I want someone to help me with my kids and help me, and I don't know. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom again, okay? What she wanted was her old life that she chose to give up for some fun, temporary fun at that, right? So she left this good man for bull just to regret it. And he has been now in a relationship for 2 years of the 3 years they've been divorced. So a year he took to himself, then he found someone, and he's been with that person for 2 years. She is now moved in. She is now living the life that this woman once was living.
She forfeited the right to it.
And she herself has 2 kids, so he's helping her with her kids and his kids. And she's kind of like offended by that. Shorty, you gave him up. He got every right to be happy.
She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. And it's giving me a lot of hope that this woman sees it so clearly. She's not defending it, which gives me a lot of hope.
Talk about the men that don't pay child support.
Because it's women like you who spread your legs with guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
No.
The women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Nobody can ever talk to you because you don't let any...
People talk to me all day long. You can't talk to me.
No, I'm trying to talk to you and you're talking over...
Dear, don't tell me you have to do a radio show. I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't need your help.
Okay, let me. Can I please just say this? I was married once before, okay? Mm-hmm. My husband and I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him beating me for 2 years, I left him.
Really? But why did you tolerate it for 2 years? Can you tell me why you tolerated being beaten for 2 years? I'd like to hear about this.
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
Okay, I agree with you.
There you go.
You were stupid. No doubt about it. And now what are you going to complain that he doesn't pay child support? A guy who beat you for 2 years? Imagine that. The guy is irresponsible.
Honestly, you gotta, you gotta look at things for how they are. What do you expect? Also, if the dude beat you for 2 years, why are you wanting any kind of contact with him? Why are you wanting him to have any kind of influence on your child's life? Like, why are you even asking for child support? You always hear these abuse claims, but it's like if someone was actually abusive, you wouldn't want them anywhere near you or your child. You would be doing anything you can to get yourself safe and away from that. So, couldn't have been that bad if you're still able to ask for child support.
Right.
He beat me for 2 years, and now that deadbeat doesn't pay.
So why is it my...
There's your big concern. Now we see why you're so upset about this. You chose a manifestly irresponsible, violent individual to procreate with. Then you're amazed that the guy doesn't send you child support.
He didn't...
You're still... You know what, dear? You were young and stupid. Now you're old and stupid. I mean, you're still stupid.
Oh, my God. You are
still stupid. You expect a guy who beat you for 2 years now to suddenly become responsible.
I cannot even believe...
You're insane.
It is unbelievable.
You can't believe what?
I can't believe that you're still on the radio.
I'm on the radio because I'm right, and I'm on the radio because I've got millions of listeners. That's why.
Yeah, well, you've just lost one.
Dear, you're not the target demographic. I really don't give a rat's ass. I'll bet your husband would agree with me. I'll bet your ex-husband would really agree with me. She hung up. Ran.
What?
Well,
watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over.
Makes sense.
After 12 years of starting over.
Well, why did you walk away?
Of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys. And
his boys too, I presume.
Not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to. And wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
You know what, man? Any guy who gets left, maybe his wife divorces him or his girlfriend leaves him, every man should strive to achieve this level of success and thrive this much that your former girlfriend or your ex-wife opens up her front camera and tells the world your success literally is triggering her. She literally said it triggers her. She's triggered.
Do you know what's ironic is that women love to call men dogs, but do you know what's really funny about all of that? A dog is literally better for a man than a woman these days. A dog is more loyal to a man than a woman these days. That's all I have to say. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments below? As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all of my content. If you have a video for me to react to, you can send it over via my email address or send it to me directly by joining the WhatsApp community. The various links are all in the description. On that note, guys, I'll see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.